Alrighty, guys. First ladder game of the day. It's a Zerg versus Zerg. We got some chill tunes in the background. I'm feeling good. Time to get salty and lose some MMR, right? Wait, no. Time to win every single ladder game is what I meant to say. Alrighty, so. Nice. A little bit of Zergling cheese here to start things off. Just magnificent. I'm gonna have to become a micro god. We'll leave the drones in gas. A little bit slow there by me. Not the cleanest of starts there, but we could probably force at least a couple of units out of him. Who's ahead at this point? Probably he. I lost a few more drones there than I should have, but the thing is, he's gonna be in the darkness now for a while. Not entirely. Oh god. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna be doing from here. We just get a drone, I think, for now, and just try and bring this back to what is considered like a normal game. Yeah, so he's forced to make a lot of additional Zerglings here, which is nice. Since he seems to be going for a 2-base kind of start, I don't think he's gonna make like a big Zergling flood, but better be safe than sorry. My link speed is gonna finish up pretty soon. For now, we'll just keep making drones. I could always cancel the Baneling Nest, actually, if he's, like, not gonna do much. I do have link speed finishing just a little bit, so maybe I should just cancel it if it turns out to not be aggression. Okay. He does have Transfuse. No link speed, no lair. He is mining gas. Okay. Oh, he's going Roaches. That's good. There are several timing attacks that he can go for with Roaches. He probably assumes at this point that it is going to be a Muta opener. I'm hoping that my +1 melee is going to help out with that. It's not going to be done in time. I don't think he has any upgrades yet, does he? Ooh, these arrive quick though. He has a lot. Bailing, bailing, bailing. Good. No base, no base, no base. Base lives. Base is very low though. Yeah, probably won't be able to keep it alive. I don't think he realized how low it was. Maybe he did. Yeah, now it's gonna die. He lost... Or I don't know exactly how much he has. That's kind of the problem here, right? Like, we don't really know exactly how much he's got. He didn't kill that many workers during all of that. Yeah, this is not a great situation to be in, but I guess we can try and play it out. Just a little bit concerned here for like a maxed out Roach kind of push, you know? If it goes just maxed out Roach Hydra kind of engagement, I'd be in a lot of trouble. So I guess we go Bane speed here. I need to try and keep track of roughly how many workers he's got. Is he gonna march? With the queens? Do you have a look here how many workers there are? Oh yeah, I think he is.
New subscriber detected.
This is a very risky push for him. Okay. Good. I wonder if the speed zones will make this a better, like, map for roaches than for mutas.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack. Not enough energy. We require more minerals.
Oh shit. He has a lot of stuff over there. I didn't even see those.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
I'll actually go ahead and expand over here. It's harder for him to reach. Hello! Fuck. How many kills does this guy have? Just one. Awesome.
Mineral field depleted.
He's gonna run out of money here at some point because he won't have that much eco. We're gonna scout here for any future expansions that he might be going for.
Metamorphosis complete.
On 3 bases, he can't afford that much.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under mineral field depleted. We not enough. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Good.
We require
See, on 3 bases, it's very hard for him to afford both Hydras and, for example, Vipers or something like that. So we need to contain him on 3 bases for as long as we can, forcing him to go for, like, probably an all-in. He's still over here, so that's good for us to know.
not enough energy.
He probably expects me to go for a push. I'm getting to the point as well, though, where I can just start attacking his spore crawlers at this point. It's not like I have that much money, though. I can't really, like, roll in over here and then cross my fingers, hope it's gonna work. Oh, he does have Vipers. Good split. Vipers deal 120 damage with Parasitic Bomb. And Mutas have 120 life.
We require more minerals.
It's very risky.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Okay. Very nice. Got him, boys!
New subscriber detected.
Woo!
GGWP.
That was my first ladder game of the day. That was a good one. Applicable, thank you for the 44 months. Welcome back. Shadow Phoenix as well. Resubbed during that game for 20 months. That was a good one, man. I gotta say, I really love playing Mutaling Bane right now in Zerg vs. Zerg. When you get there, it's a lot of fun. It's just really easy to mess up. Because one bad parasitic bomb and you can lose all your mutas, which sucks. But you could see, right, like at the very end there, he didn't have that many Hydras. Like, he basically, his whole anti-air was Vipers and like 5 Hydras. He didn't have that much. Shame it doesn't count. No. First loss of the day never counts. First win of the day always counts, guys. Whew. Do Vipers really count as anti-air? So, Parasitic Bomb, like I said, it deals 120 damage. And if you're not careful at picking out and plucking out the one Muta that's affected, it can kill pretty much everything. Like, it's gonna basically, since Mutas regenerate health while they're taking damage from Parasitic Bomb, they would remain with like 1 or 2 HP. But I mean, considering this game started off with a cheese, right? It wasn't terrible. So, this is the ultimate situation we are in after the early game. I lost 5 drones. I honestly didn't think I was microing that well. Yeah. I mean, it was just a little bit sloppy. The thing is, I was forced to make a lot of Zerglings, so I counterattack right now while droning up, and he sees my Zerglings coming, so basically I halt his drone production by making my own Zerglings here. So we end up pretty much even. And from these scenarios, I do tend to prefer playing Mutas right now over Roach Hydra. Although, I might change my mind on that, though, because I really like the thing that he did right there with the queens, pushing through these zones. So, for those of you unfamiliar, these zones over here, they speed up units that go through them. So, those queens actually got across the map really fast. I've been playing this in Zerg vs. Protoss. But, yeah. You know what I should have done here differently? I think I should have had this Evo chamber done way quicker. Normal timing for the Evo chamber is about 3.5 minutes. Now, obviously, we had a cheesy start in this game that slowed everything down, but I don't think it slowed the game down by 1 minute and 15. I probably should have made this at, like, I don't know, 4 minutes or so. If I would have done that, I think that the +1 melee would have finished with the first Roach push. And that would have made this a whole lot easier to defend. Like, +1 melee makes a huge difference. Now, notice once again, right? This guy is just, you know, complete all-inner, apparently. He goes from a Zergling cheese into basically a Roach all-in. He showed me a 3rd hatchery, but he never actually made any drones for it until much later. So he's basically once again going for like a 2nd attack wave here off of the all-ins. And this was a very, very close hold. Big picture though, I lose a couple drones here, yeah. But it's not like he had a lot of drones here in the first place, right? I actually forgot that we lost the natural though. This is the moment though where the Mutas can start roaming, and I have full map control, which is really nice. Because we basically can now spot him coming from a mile away. I notice here he's going Hydras, right? So, when you're playing on 3 bases, Zerg can really, like, you can go Roach Hydra, and you can kind of go up towards the Hive. And you can kind of add on Infestors, but it's gonna come at a cost of less Hydras, right? So, I knew that if he's gonna go a Roach Hydra, his best chance is either going for a 4th base, which is what we're scouting for. I mean, I should have a scout over here too. That's a little bit sloppy. I think I will send one here in a little bit. Or he has to go for like a big Roach Hydra push. Big Roach Hydra pushes, though, are very, very vulnerable to bailing speed. So he goes for a push with the queens, which is what I really quite liked here, because this is something I haven't seen really before. And I guess you can only do it because of those slowing circles. Anyways, I get there and I have way too much army. Like, he can't get anything done. Yeah, so right now I know, okay, he's gonna start running out of money here real soon. Now that little Zergling run by was real nice. I should have had some Overlords and spotter units here on the left-hand side. I didn't position those earlier because of the Zergling cheese. Normally I'm pretty good at positioning my first Overlords around the different attack paths, but that was sloppy, obviously. I figured, okay, if I can... Like, he was basically chasing my Mutalisk here, right? So I showed the Mutas here on the creep, knowing he was gonna probably come after me. So I see him moving here with the Hydras. And if the Hydras are over here, it means they're not over there, right? And I managed to get in there right as the Spore Crawlers and Spine Crawlers finish. Don't think it would have made a huge difference. But that was a lot of worker kills. That adds up very fast. So now I figured, okay, if this is the scenario we're in, I don't have to go Hive. I don't really have to do very much. I just have to wait until he bleeds dry on 3 bases. Because either he's going to go for another all-in, which is what he ended up going for, or he would go for, you know, a desperation 4th base. So we're scouting here on the right-hand side, and we're scouting here on the left-hand side for 4th bases. As long as I knew that he was going to push out, so I have some Overlord spread around the map, we should be okay. Now he goes Vipers. So he goes for a pretty strong army here in the end, though. Not going to lie. Like, that army was pretty scary. But, I mean, I've got, like, 2 Mutas for every Hydra, which is a lot. So the biggest scary part about Vipers, obviously, is Parasitic Bomb. So you basically have to split the affected Muta out of the clump. It should survive, and it does heal very fast out of combat. But, yeah, it's very easy to mess up. I've lost many Mutas to Parasitic Bomb. It deals like 120 damage over the course of like 6 seconds. You know what's crazy? A lot of people don't even realize this. Parasitic Bomb deals 120 damage, right? To air units only. Now, to put it in perspective, Psionic Storm deals 80 damage to both ground and air. But I mean, Parasitic Bomb is strong. It deals 50% more damage than Storm does. So I figured, okay, if I'm going to have to engage this, I guess I split off a small group of my Mutas here to try and see if I can grab his Vipers. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't even need my air army here. The Lings and the Banes themselves, with good upgrades, they do just fine. And right now, I mean, he basically has no more money. Main is mined out, Natural's mined out. Third is going to run out here in seconds. So I can go and dive deep onto the spores and just prevent reinforcements from clumping up. And that was GG. Whew. Do Parasitic Bombs work on Skytals? Yeah, they do. It's just that, so in comparison, right, a Muta has 120 life, and I believe with shields and hit points combined, a carrier has 450. So Parasitic Bomb doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage to for example, carriers. But it does, yeah, it does add up. Like, there's zero reason, if you can make a perfect army, right? Wait. I think, yeah, I think there's zero reason to not add in Parasitic Bomb. It's just that you need to also add in a lot of freaking actions per minute, because Parasitic Bomb and Vipers in general require babysitting, and engaging that maxed out Skytals army is really hard as it is, but... And obviously Skytals, I mean, it's never gonna be 100% Skytals. If it's a good Protoss player, they will always mix in a couple High Templar, and High Templar have feedback, so they can try and feedback the Vipers, but technically speaking, yeah. Parasitic Bomb does work on Interceptors, yes. But you cannot target fire down Interceptors. But what you can do, we tested this actually yesterday again. What you can do is say you have your opponent going Mass Carrier, and you're going Corruptors with Vipers for Parasitic Bomb. What you can do is, when the carriers engage you, you throw Parasitic Bomb on the carriers, and then since all the Interceptors are on your Corruptors, you fly the Corruptors into the carriers, and Parasitic Bomb does deal enough damage to kill Interceptors in one hit. So you basically fly your own units on top of their army. And that does work. But it's tricky. It's very tricky. Mass Carrier, does it still work? It is not common right now at the pro level. Although they did, like I said, just change... I actually didn't say that, but they did just change feedback to have 1 additional range. So it doesn't sound big, but it's gonna make it much easier for Protoss players to feedback both Vipers and Infestors. So I wonder if maybe there's gonna be more Skytals play. But yeah, we'll see. Second game of the day. Let's go on Gus. Gus, I gotta set up my camera hotkeys, man. Then I will give you the GLHF. Don't know where you're supposed to be taking your third base on this map. By the way, after now playing on these new maps for a couple of days, I gotta say, man, they're really, really fun. This is the most fun I've had in SC2 as far as laddering goes for months. Like, the new map pool, it's been great. I don't know what you guys' experiences are. I would love to hear them, but I've been having a really good time. It's been really fun. Maybe the alt map pool was just a little bit too anti-Zerg, or maybe just a little bit too figured out or something. Like, for example, like playing Nightshade, every single Terran was going for that same siege tank push. And even though you know it's coming, it's so hard to stop. I don't know. It seemed like all the maps were just really brutal to me. Maybe I will think the same of this map pool in a couple months' time, but for now, yeah, it's fun. I am glad you enjoyed the new video, little buddy. The Zerg versus Protoss between Parting and Raynor. Yeah, that was a really fun one. Those guys are getting ridiculously good. Parting, man. I think I posted that that series yesterday to YouTube. It's a ZVP. Once again, more cheese. Ugh. Anyways, long story short, Parting's really good. Micro God. Anyways, we once again have a cheesy opener here. Got to figure out if this is an all-in or if it's an expo.
The hive cluster is under attack. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
So it is an expo. Brenda, we need you. Come out of the hatchery. There she is.
Donation accepted.
Less than 3.
Yo, thank you, Sizzle. That was more than 3, dude. What do you mean? So this time around, I have link speed quite a bit faster, which is nice. So this is way better defense than in the previous one.
Today we don't need to throw bits at the launcher. I'm throwing some anyway.
Thank you very much for the €5 donation and the 100 bits just now. Appreciate it, team. Thank you. I do have link speed coming this time around, and I defended that way better. I wonder if I should just capitalize on this right now, because I'm in a good spot, getting bailing speed and everything. I don't want to show him that I'm making additional Zerglings. Okay. There we go.
New subscriber detected.
I can counter your cheese with cheese. He went for the brie. I'm going for the cheddar. It's a softer cheese. Wait, no. Brie is softer. Never mind. My analogy sucks, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Donation confirmed.
Let's throw some.
We require more. We require not enough energy. We require more minerals.
Pretty sick control so far by him, though. Not gonna lie. If he's out here, he's not mining. I actually made a couple of drones thinking I had to give this up, but I think I can continue. I don't know why you went that deep onto the or off the creep, to be honest. That seems a little bit silly, but come here. Okay, so I want to see what the difference was with the defense this game compared to the previous one. So he cheesed me, same build as the previous guy. I don't know if I lost a drone. Maybe I lost 1 or 2, but... Oh my god. That's the best defense I've ever done to something like that. We lost 0 workers to it. So to put that in perspective, game prior to this, we lost 5 to the exact same thing. Now maybe it arrives a little bit quicker on that other map, but... Yeah, you get in such a big advantage right now, because now I have a full, you know... I have a full gas advantage, and I've got like an advantage in basically... Not so much the eco necessarily, but like in every way possible at this point in the game, because I've got like an extra, I don't know, 30 seconds of time basically. Now, I don't know if I necessarily needed to go for the all-in here. Definitely could have just stuck it home and, you know, played macro from there. But, I mean, I got that juicy Baneling hit. Now, that was some cute micro there, though. Mineral walking through the queens. That was really nicely done by him. I was actually a little bit worried there that I was going a little too, tunnel visioned on those drones. Because they heal up pretty fast. It takes 2 Banelings to kill a set of drones without, you know, any Baneling upgrades. Yeah. But at some point, we just had a little bit too much. Nice. That was good, man. Honestly, defending cheese in SC2, it's gotta be one of the best feelings. Defending cheese in StarCraft, there's something beautiful about it. It feels real good.